Welcome all to ITIL4 Managing Professional Transition Bridge course. In this session, we are going to discuss the details about this bridge course, the duration, and who should do it, and what is the eligibility criteria for this bridge course. This course is going to be released on 3rd October 2019. Let's look at ITIL4 certification scheme. When we talk about ITIL4 certification scheme, it has three different levels. So you have the ITIL foundation level, then you can say you have two different categories where you have ITIL managing professionals and you have ITIL strategic leaders. When I talk about ITIL managing professionals, this course would have 4 certifications under it. 3 are for ITIL specialist and 1 is for ITIL strategist. Now when I'm talking about ITIL specialist, you can have CDS, that is create, deliver and support. You can have drive stakeholder value and you will have high velocity IT. And when we go to the other bucket or other category of ITIL strategic leaders, ITIL strategist is repeated, so it's the same. It covers direct, plan and improve. ITIL leaders will cover the digital and IT strategy. For these two categories, the people who should attend this course, or I would say the audiences, would be different. For ITIL managing professionals, this certification should be done by the people who are part of different practices. And ITIL strategic leaders, this certification should be done by the people who are heading those practices. As we all know, different examples of practices could be audit as a practice, or consulting as a practice, or you can say development as a practice, or service management as a practice, or service integration and management as a practice. So all these are types of different practices in almost all the organizations. So people who are working in these practices should go for ITIL managing professionals, and people who are heading these practices should go for ITIL strategic leaders. And the topmost level is ITIL masters. Now when we talk about ITIL masters, there is no exam, no training for it. In this certification, all you need to do is pen down your entire experience on ITIL implementations. You can share that experience with Excelos. If they review your paper and approve it, then you get a chance, or then you will get an invite from them for the round of group interviews. Once you clear those round of group interviews, you are awarded this certification of ITIL Masters. Now this is ITIL4 certification scheme. When we look at ITIL V3 certification scheme, it had 4 levels. It had ITIL V3 Foundation, then the intermediate, then the expert level, and finally it had ITIL Masters. ITIL V3 Foundation used to give you 2 credit points, and then the intermediate level had 2 categories. One was lifecycle module, another one was capability module. Lifecycle module had 5 certifications and it used to give you 3 credit points for each certificate. So in all you had 15 credit points being accumulated from lifecycle module. From capability module, you used to score 4 credit points for each certification. So there you had 4 certifications. And in all you used to accumulate 16 credit points. So 16 from the capability module, 2 from the foundation, in all 18 if you do the capability module, and here you used to get 15 credit points from the lifecycle module and 2 from the foundation. So in all 17 credit points. Now if you look at managing professionals transition bridge, wherein if you give that bridge exam, you will directly get the ITIL managing professional certificate, which will be equivalent to ITIL V3 expert. So you need minimum 17 credit points to be eligible for this particular bridge exam. So as we discussed, eligibility criteria for ITIL4 Managing Professionals module, it is 17 credit points minimum. And to collect these 17 credit points, people can still complete their intermediate if they have done at least 1 or 2 intermediates and they don't want to lose that expenditure that they have done to complete those certifications, or they don't want to lose their investment, they can still continue to complete intermediate or practitioner credits till June 2020. That is the time limit that has been shared by Excelos. Post that, ITIL V3 would not be available. So in case you have 70 credit points, you can easily go for ITIL Managing Professionals Transition Bridge. What is the course content? Now this course content is divided into 5 parts. It will cover ITIL4 Foundation, wherein we will cover basic concepts, we will cover the 4 dimensions, we will cover the service value system, we will look at the different practices, service management practices, technical management practices. Now, if we look at ITIL4 specialists, so as we said, there are 3 specialist exams, and then you will have the strategist exam. Strategist would cover the direct, plan and improve, wherein more of a governance, that is direction, and then you need to create plan accordingly and then do the improvements. If you look at specialists, we start from the create, deliver and support. Now create, deliver and support, this mainly talks about how that value will be co-created, what is the role that will be played by the customer, what is the role expected from the service provider. So all this is discussed in ITIL4 specialist, CDS, create, deliver and support. When we talk about drive stakeholder value, we need to actually understand that how do we safeguard that value that we have to deliver to the customer. How do we agree what value do we have to deliver to the customer, then how do we plan it, how do we deliver it. Now as we are in the digital IT, so high velocity IT becomes very important, wherein we would like to increase the pace of all the deployments for IT. So that will be covered in ITIL4. So this ITIL4 Managing Professionals Transition Bridge course will be covered in 3 days, and in 3 days we will cover all these 5 aspects of this course, or 5 categories or 5 parts of this course. Exam format for ITIL4 Managing Professional Transition Bridge, it's a closed book exam. Duration would be 90 minutes or 1.5 hours. There will be 40 multiple choice questions, and passing criteria is 70%, that is around 28 marks or above. And passing criteria is 70%, that is around 28 marks or above. What are the benefits of ITIL4 Managing Professional Transition Bridge course? It provides the fast track transformation from ITIL V3 to ITIL4, increases the understanding of service management with an updated version of ITIL. It's mainly making you more agile. Now if you look at old ITIL or ITIL V3, that used to follow a sort of waterfall method, but now ITIL4 is more of agile ITIL, more aligned to the business, and it will prepare you for the implementation of ITIL4 in your organization. These are the benefits. I hope I have cleared all your doubts about ITIL Managing Professional Transition Bridge course. If you have any further queries related to training, related to certification, you can reach out to us on this number that's mentioned there, or you can write to us at itil@novavista.com. Thank you so much.